Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I make food and fitness content. And if you're not new here, welcome back to the channel. So for this week's video, you guys are going to be joining me for a week's worth of workouts. I'm currently on week 2 out of 16 for training for the Chicago Marathon. This week was actually a fairly big week of training for me. I ended up doing an over 40-kilometer run week, which in comparison to what I've been doing recently was basically a 50% increase. So it was a big week of running. I did a fun little running road trip and I took you guys all along for the journey. So I hope you're ready to jump in and see exactly what I'm doing to train for this marathon. However, I do have something special to talk about first. You might know this already if you follow me on Instagram, but I have been waiting to speak and chat about this for so long. When I come back to the UK in 2 weeks time, Strong Girl Society is going to be going on tour. Essentially, it's the Strong Girl Society times my protein run tour, and I'm going to be hosting run clubs in 4 different cities across England. So we're going to be doing London, we're going to be doing Nottingham, Birmingham, and finishing in what I like to refer to as my home city, even though I'm such a fraud, Manchester. These 4 run clubs are going to be 5 kilometers. The first 3 in the first 3 cities are going to be in the evening. So we're going to be kicking off at 6. That's when everybody's going to meet, have a nice little mingle, get to know everyone. I can give all of you the biggest hugs and just catch up with all of you. Then we're going to be warming up at 6:20 and heading off to run at 6:30. We're going to be doing a 5-kilometer run for each of these cities. I'm going to pop all of the links to the event pages with way more detail, including start place, in the description box. The only one that's a little bit different is Manchester. Manchester is a morning run club. Again, all of the information will be down in the little description box. Now, tickets go live on Monday the 15th at 5 p.m. UK time on those links. Now, because they're run clubs and we can't have an abundance of strong girls running around these cities, even though I think that would be really, really fun. These tickets are unfortunately going to have to be limited. So if you remember the event I did earlier in the year, the tickets did sell out within 3 seconds, and I really don't want anyone to miss out. So I just wanted to preface that before these do go live. But I am so excited. I honestly, this has been in the woodworks for ages and I can't wait. I have missed you guys and my UK community so much, and yeah, I just cannot wait to see all of you, give you the biggest hug. There's gonna be some fun little surprises at each of the run clubs as well, including some special merch that is gonna be given out. So I can't wait. I hope you guys are equally as excited, and without further ado, let's jump into the week's worth of workouts. Good morning, guys. It is Monday. It's time for this week's first session of the week. Now, let me just preface this session by saying, as it is Monday, I arrived back from Las Vegas yesterday. So today I am feeling very tired. I have had not much sleep over the weekend. I also had a really big travel day yesterday. Generally just feeling a little bit dehydrated. Guys, it was 50 degrees in Las Vegas. I feel like all of the hydration has just been sucked out of my body and left in Las Vegas. So I am not feeling my top 100% self this morning. However, I know that getting out and getting my run in and getting the first session of the week ticked off is definitely going to make me feel better and set me up for a really good and a really strong week of running. Because like I would have mentioned in the intro, I have got 40 kilometers to tick off this week. So there's a lot of running to be done. And if I'm missing one session, it's going to set the week off on a bad foot. So regardless of how I'm feeling this morning, I'm going to be showing up for myself. I did have some help in the form of a very cute running outfit. I feel like nothing gives me more motivation than a cute running fit. So I have got a onesie on from A6. I feel like we all know by now how much I absolutely love a onesie, and this one is definitely no different. And I even have a pair of A6 Kayano 31s to match. So you know it's gonna be a good run when you have a running fit on like this. And I'm also coming off the back of last week's week of training where you guys would have seen I was suffering with a lot of PMS. I'm definitely feeling so much better this week, which is so much nicer. I feel like the clouds have cleared. So hopefully this week we have a really strong week of training, and that starts right here, right now. But first thing I need to do is get myself all warmed up, and then I'll catch up with you guys on the run. I'm gonna be doing a zone 2 heart rate 6-kilometer run. I did originally have planned a 10-kilometer running session this morning. It had some few different paces involved in it, but I've just rescheduled that to later in the week because like I said, I'm not feeling my most energized and my best self. And I'm thinking I'm definitely gonna be feeling a lot better towards the end of the week when I've got hydration in my system, I've got more sleep under my belt, and I've probably eaten a lot more nutrients. So I thought we'd do the easiest session on the Monday, just get our legs ticking over, just get our bodies moving, and get back into the swing of things.
feel like the clips from today's run are going to be the most non-eventful clips of any run ever, because I'm literally doing a 6 kilometer at an easy pace. It is extremely gloomy outside today, but I'm actually so grateful for that because the humidity is already killing me. I don't know if you can hear it, but I feel like humidity plus asthma is not a good combination. So when I say easy pace, for me, that basically means I'm trying to keep my heart rate around 150. And pace-wise, that usually equates between like 6 minutes 10, 6 minutes 20, 6 minutes 30 per kilometer. But honestly, there are so many factors that can make that vary so much on a run. So like today, my body is tired, I'm a little bit dehydrated, a bit sleep deprived. So my body's gonna be working harder even when it's doing a slower pace technically. So my pace is probably gonna be a little bit slower than it usually would. Also, I've said this once, I'll say it twice, I'll say it 3 times. When I'm using the term slow and easy, those are completely objective and personal to me. I'm not using that in reference to the actual pace itself. Yeah, anyway, like I said, this is gonna be a super boring run, so I'll catch you guys when I'm back home and ready to cool down. Okay, run is done. I've literally come off and like ripped my runsy off because I was so hot and like baked from the humidity. Run is done. I'll pop all my stats up here. I'm actually like really pleasantly surprised with my pace and my heart rate for them. My heart rate average was 143, which is really good for me on one of those kind of runs, and especially at a 6:17 pace. I think the thing with zone 2 heart rate runs is the more that you practice them and the more that your fitness and your cardiovascular fitness increases, the quicker you'll be able to run in a lower heart rate zone. So that for me is a sign that I'm definitely improving on those runs. And yeah, first run of the week done. I'm feeling really good. I feel like that has definitely shaken the cobwebs from the weekend, and I'm genuinely so excited for the rest of this week of training, especially coming off the back of a bad week of training. Having a first good run the next week is just such an enlightening feeling, and I'm just ready and raring to go. That is 6 kilometers down, got 34 more to go for the rest of this week. Woo! Good morning, guys. It is a gym slash cycle morning. I'm excited for this morning because I'm going to be taking you guys through more of a runner's mobility strength slash core session. So if you are training for anything, enjoying your running, and you want to do something in the gym that's going to help contribute towards your running, this is going to be the perfect session for you. And then I'm going to go and plug myself on the bike, on the watt bike. Let's talk about this for a second, because when I was training for my triathlon, my PT was giving me these like watt bike sessions, and I was like, this is really weird because the bike that I'm using like doesn't really work in watts. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's an American and English thing, I'm confused. I was just using completely the wrong bike, and the bike I was using probably isn't the best bike to be training for a triathlon on. So we have now discovered the watt bike. I've corrected my mistakes, and I'm going to be doing a watt bike session afterwards. So yeah, let's go smash this workout out. Can we just take a minute for the amount of sweat literally dripping me right now? Oh my good God, that is ridiculous. Okay, that was, oh my God, that was such a hard session. I've never done a session like that on the watt bike before, so that was a very, very humbling experience. I feel not well. I feel like jittery and shaky. I think, you know, doing all those leg movements before probably wasn't the best idea.
Okay team, it is run day 2 of the week, but workout day 3. Not to make things sound confusing or anything, but today I've got a 10-kilometer, a little bit of like an interval run to do. I'll explain it when I'm out on the run because I'm not gonna lie, it's getting a little bit late in the evening. I actually went and watched the Euros this morning, and the Euros obviously in the UK is in the afternoon, but here it's in the morning. So I basically spent the morning in the pub with my friends. I had a full English breakfast, which has fueled me up and got me ready to go. So I'll see you guys as soon as I get my feet out the door.
Okay guys, so today we're going to be doing 2 kilometers easy warm-up, 1 kilometer at 5:15 pace, 1 kilometer at 5:50 pace, repeat that 3 times, then cool down for the last 2 kilometers. It sounds confusing, but I feel like that's just the way I've explained it. So yeah, I'm gonna get this warm-up done, then crack into those faster kilometers. Guys, the gloom has cleared today. Almost gonna see a little bit of sunset, I think, on this run, but oh my goodness, it's so much nicer running when the skies are blue. Literally my favourite place to run on earth. Okay guys, I'm coming to the end of my 2 kilometers, so I got my first push. This is definitely gonna feel like a little bit of a push after I had to peel myself off of the sofa. Like 5:15 for me is pretty speedy. Okay guys, that was last kilometer 1 done. That was really tough, but just on the kind of cool down now, look how stunning it is. I don't think I'm gonna get the full sunset today. Okay guys, that's push number 2 done. That one felt a lot easier. I think it was just the shock to this one, the first one, but I'm 5.7 in now, so I've got 1 more 5.5 kilometers to do, and then a 2 kilometer jog back home, which I'm just gonna take nice and easy and kind of take in the sunset. Okay guys, that was the last push done. Oh my goodness, that one was a little bit tougher. I feel like mentally I was not in the zone, but got it done anyway. Now I've got a nice 2 kilometer cool down. Okay guys, that is 10 kilometers done. I'm laughing because I guess I wasn't really paying attention to my watch. I was like, right, 1 more kilometer to go, I can do this. I'll just finish it off. My watch went off and I looked down and I was like, I'm only on 9. There is no worse feeling in the world. I was so mentally prepared to be done, but got the 10 done. Just stood out on the beach. It literally is like so pretty. Let me move out of the way of the people rollerblading. Stunning. Like, oh, wow, I really don't like running in the evening, but when I run in the evening and it looks like this, I'm like, okay, I could be an evening run girl, but yeah, it's just stunning. But I will catch up with you guys probably tomorrow morning for a strength session.
Good morning guys. I made it home. I did make it home alive. I did have to get an Uber because when the sun goes down, it feels like it goes down gradually and suddenly it just disappears, and the beach is not really the place that you want to be in the dark in LA. So I made it home. The plan was F45 this morning. That was going to be my strength session. However, I woke up, and this is just a bit of a regular occurrence. I feel like I get these like once a month, twice a month, and I had a bloody aura migraine. So the best thing for me to do in that situation is literally pull the duvet back over my head and try to go back to sleep and sleep it off. And I did manage to sleep it off, so feeling a little bit fresher, still feeling a bit like me, but it's fine. I've got a gym session to do, so I'm gonna have my squares, go to the gym, and pump these little noodle arms, baby. Morning guys, it is currently Hi team, I'm sure you're thinking, Holly, what on earth are you doing awake at 4:30 a.m. in the morning? And the answer to that question is that I got up and I've driven to a different part of California because I was like, I'm gonna do my 18 kilometers this morning down the Huntington Beach strip. And I was like, the sun's gonna come up, I'm gonna get there for sunrise, the sun will come up, I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna go and sit on the beach. I've even bought a picnic. And I don't think I'm gonna get a sunrise. I also don't think I'm gonna get a dry beach picnic. I would like to preface this by saying I am not sat here complaining because I am literally sat in one of the most beautiful beaches in California. However, it would just be nice if the sun was out. That is all I'm saying about that. Oh no. Oh well. Honestly, like, these things happen, and I always think that, like, when you turn up for a big run and the weather conditions aren't what you want, that is more preparation for race day than you could ever prep for. Like, nobody is telling me it's going to be nice and dry in Chicago. It could be raining on the day. It could be freaking snowing. It could be freezing cold. It could be extremely hot. Like, the best thing to do is just run in all weather conditions because then you're maximally prepared. Also, this is actually going to be the longest run I've done in a hot minute. So you know what? I actually think the weather conditions are probably perfect. Energy gels. Also, guys, I forgot to mention a massive portion of the reason why I wanted to do a bit of a road trip this morning is because the Jeep is back. So I mentioned this to you guys, but it would have been a while ago now. So basically, after I bought the Jeep, something flashed up on the dashboard. It wasn't anything major, and I was like, okay, I'll just take it in for like a routine check. I was going to take it in anyway because I bought it secondhand. Did that check end up to be routine? No, that check ended up to basically highlight the car was essentially a lemon. I was sold a freaking lemon, guys. There was a transmitter, diffuser, whatever the friggity frack Jeeps use. But after 4 months, the Jeep is back. And honestly, I haven't really spoken about it because, number one, do you guys actually give a CRAP about the car that I'm driving around? And number two, there's literally so much bigger fish to fry in the world. And ultimately, I just kept thinking to myself, you know what? Thank goodness for warranty. Thank goodness I didn't die and I was fine and I got it to a Jeep before something bad happened. And she's better than ever. She's running like an absolute dream. So feeling grateful and happy to be reunited with my firstborn child. Okay, right. I think I'm really ready to go. I'm definitely gonna have a little wee stop at some point, but oh, where are my headphones?
Okay, I was just coming up to 6 kilometers. I feel like the kilometers are going by really quickly. However, I have been feeling a little bit like anxious at the start of the run. I was kind of struggling to like connect my brain and my legs. Like, honestly, my legs felt like they were going numb. I was so confused and it was really stressing me out. But yeah, settled now. Literally 3 kilometers away from halfway, which is crazy. It is flying by. There's so many like cute dogs running along as well. Okay, team, I've just hit 10 kilometers. I've got one more to go in this direction, then I'm turning back around and running back to the car. I'm literally laughing at the fact that I was like, the weather's so rubbish, like it's put me in a bad mood on that. And now I'm running, I'm like, I actually feel so blessed that the weather is like this because this is the perfect temperature for this kind of run. It's slightly rainy, so I feel like I'm getting like misted. I'm basically getting cooled down. Guys, just hit 14 kilometers, 4 more to go. Definitely feeling like I'm entering the pain pit now. My endurance in my legs is definitely not where it feels like it was before doing the triathlon, which is fine because I've not run long distance in a long time. So yeah, this is definitely taking its toll on my body right now. Okay guys, I'm on the home stretch, 16 kilometers down, 2 more to go. I can do this. And then you best believe I'm gonna dive headfirst into the ocean. I don't care how cold it is. Did it. Done. My knees feel like they're 50 years old right now. What is going on? Just give me a second. You know what? Yeah, fair. Okay, I feel like my camera died as I was plunging in the ocean, which is great, but I did it plunge. It's actually really like a really nice temperature. I feel like it doesn't look like it would be nice, but it was really nice, and that was exactly what my body needed. I will not be staying on the beach for a beach picnic, however. It doesn't really feel like it's that kind of day, but I'm just gonna sit for like a few minutes, dry off, and then get myself back in the car, get home and get a hot coffee in me because it's starting to feel a little bit cold now. Good morning, guys. It is the final workout day of the week. This week has like gone so quickly, but also has felt so short at the same time. I don't really know what's going on there. But it's that time, so this is gonna be our final workout that we do together. So it's just a run club morning. It's Saturday morning. I'm gonna go to Venice Run Club with
My friends, I'm really excited. So Venice Run Club on a Saturday, you get two options. You can either do the long run, or you can do the short long run, which I think I really wanted to say it's 7 kilometers, but I actually don't think that's true. I was only really supposed to be doing 6 this morning because obviously I did my 18 yesterday. My legs are feeling surprisingly fresh. I don't know whether I'll be saying that halfway through the run. Oh, okay, so it's about 11 kilometers this morning. Which is about double what I should be doing. But I feel like Run Club runs always go so much quicker, and actually going to a Run Club in the week has been one of the best things I've done since getting here. It's just, number one, a really great time to spend time with your friends and run around, and also I feel like it's so motivating. You don't even feel like you're really running. You just kind of like look around, you're like, oh, we're like suddenly done, because you've just been like chatting and around people the whole time, so it just makes the whole situation so much easier. But I'm gonna be late, so I'm gonna have bagel, coffee, and then I'll catch you guys at Run Club.
How are we feeling? Dead. I forgot to vlog, but we're like 3k in. How far? It's like 10k. Yeah. We're going really fast though. Like, are we? Yeah, we are. I have a stitch. We did it. It was 10.5 kilometers in the end. I'm dead. There was like 4 hills at the end.
We did it, team.
We did it.
And just like that, the week of workouts is done. I can't believe I've ended up doing, let's see how many kilometers this week, because this is a little bit crazy for me. I've had a 45.8 kilometer run week. Let's just round that to 46 kilometer run week. I'm really proud of that. That's, yeah, the most I've run, oh my goodness, in a really long time, like since October last year, where I did 55. So that's a lot of distance for my legs, and you know what, I'm tired. I'm feeling it. Towards the end of that run, I was like, I am ready to sign off on this week, but I think we're gonna head down to the beach for a day, so I'm gonna sign the vlog off here. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for spending this week with me. That is week 2 of marathon training done. We are 1 week closer to running the Chicago Marathon. I cannot wait. I feel like the vlogs over the next few weeks are gonna be slightly chaotic. Maybe not next week, but the week after. There is so much going on. I've got my trip going back to England. I've got all of my run tour, which I'm so excited for. By the time this video comes out, you'll have 24 hours to make sure that you've got that link saved. I'll put them all in the description box so you guys can get your tickets and come and run with me, because I'm just, yeah, I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to hug some of you in real life and get to meet you and re-meet some of you hopefully, and yeah, just have a really fun evening or morning if you're coming to the Manchester Run Club and run with you. And also, if you do get a ticket, come back and drop a comment and let me know which city I'm going to see you in. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and save that ticket link, and I'll see you next week.